first to face the dragons are siblings Chris and Mike Nell.
Good luck.
It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when it comes to business, they like to keep it in the family.
Working with your brothers is better for us than working with people who maybe wouldn't understand us as much as we do each other.
The brothers are hoping to set pulses racing in the den with their game-based business.
Ahoy, dragons.
Oh, I hope we get to have a go.
For the dragons, we've got a small snapshot of one of the games that's involved.
I do think we'll get to have a go, and I think what they'll want is we put Peter in the cannon, fire him at the wall.
Oh, I'm in.
That's a bit harsh.
Hopefully we've made it easy enough.
They're surely smart enough, right?
Yeah, they should be.
Hi, I'm Chris, and this is Mike, my brother and business partner of Escape Kent Limited. Today we are looking for a £100,000 investment in return for a 5% share of our immersive escape room company.
In our first full year, we made a turnover of £334,000. Since then, the figures have improved year on year, and that's despite the current coronavirus pandemic. We've now begun developing our latest format of escape game, which will allow us to cater for over double the number of customers with just 1/3 of the staff.
Our plan is to further develop this new, improved escape game format that we will be branding as Timescape Adventures. Your investment will support the franchise of this concept, which will result in us becoming a well-known global brand. We'd like to invite two of you to come and play one of our bespoke pirate-themed games.
Oh, I'm totally
definitely
doing
in.
that. I'm in.
Didn't waste any time there.
Themed escape rooms with the potential to be rolled out worldwide are the offering from Chris and Mike Nell.
You'll notice you've got a cannonball in the top of the sail there.
Your mission is to get that cannonball from the top of the crow's nest, work your way through the labyrinth maze and out at this end here.
The entrepreneurs are seeking £100,000 in exchange for 5% of their business.
But
Come
what's
on, Sarah.
What's the actual way out?
That's it, that's it.
Come on.
You got it. Hold.
Right, we're out.
The dragons seem on board with the immersive experience,
Be gentle with me. Yes.
even if catching the tide doesn't appear high on their agenda.
God, you guys are taking a long time, aren't you?
Okay, let's shut it.
Oh, we're nearly there.
Yes!
Yes!
Oh,
And there's your treasure.
hello.
The treasure.
Ah.
See you later, losers.
Why, aye, me hearties.
Sarah Davies helps herself to some pieces of 8,
How good are these?
but will she be interested in pocketing a piece of Chris and Mike's company?
That's awesome, guys. I'm sure you already know I absolutely love escape rooms.
Yeah.
And that was different to anything else I've played in an escape room before.
We try to make our games a little bit more skill-based, a bit more hands-on.
Oh, I loved it. So, just give me a little bit more flavour on those figures. So your first full year, you did 334.
Yes.
What's the years look like since then?
The following year, we turned over 479,000 and a net profit of 30,000. The year after that was the COVID year, so we had 2 months closed. We made 483,000 turnover on that year and 15,000 on the net. Last year, where it's been COVID, the net profit is higher at 93 because we had a coronavirus loan of £70,000.
And to talk me through how the new escape room concept is going to work.
Essentially, with an escape room, you have one space and you'll have a collection of puzzles. A group will go in there. They're in there for an hour. No one else can use that space. What we've done is we've stripped the puzzles out into individual rooms. With our format, we can actually get 4 groups in every hour as a minimum. Potentially, with some tweaking, we could make that up to 6.
A clear strategy for maximising revenue without impacting on the customer experience always goes down well in the den. Now, Deborah Meaden wants to discover more about the brothers' plans for rolling out their business.
As a franchisee, what are you going to charge me?
So for each unit, it's going to be £200,000 for the setup, and it'll be £2,000 a month for a franchise fee.
So according to the numbers that you've set out, it would take them about 10 years to get their money back. Because you've done about 20k net profit a year.
No, because the money has gone into us expanding. They wouldn't need to spend the money expanding and the 200,000.
First question I'm asking as a franchisee is prove to me that I will get my money back quickly. Show me.
I agree with you about proving the point, and that is why we are building our own, so that we can actually show it in action and we can show a good profit. And I'm confident, and I know we will show a good profit from that.
That is hypothetical because there's no business you've got where you can say, here was our first location and we've generated 100,000 in net profit.
One thing I want to ask you straight away is why franchise? And the reason why I ask that is because there are not many successful franchises out there. If you start to open up a franchise now in its infancy, you'll get different types of a level of service. You're not established as a Timescape brand. And some others will see this and say, do you know what, I'll go and create Viking Escape. I'll do something similar, but different, but own it all. I'll do it myself.
It takes a lot to run a 9-game setup.
Yeah.
There's very few people out there that we know of that have the years of experience. And that's why we're extremely confident about the future plans that we've put in place.
Despite Dragon doubts, the entrepreneurs are standing firm on their plans for franchising. But Deborah Meaden has past experience which suggests that Chris and Mike could face an uncertain future.
You might or might not know, but I spent all of my working career in the leisure industry. My company had those paintball zones, greatest rage, but they actually went out pretty quickly. So where would you describe you are at the moment in terms of escape games on its journeys? Because it's certainly a little way down the track.
We see it going on for years and years, especially with the last year and a half, where people have been stuck indoors. Everyone's going to be wanting to get out and about.
That's not quite the answer. So that is true of every single craze that I've ever seen. But all of these things have a lifespan. It worries me you can't describe that.
Honestly, I don't know at this stage when it's going to drop, and I don't think it will.
It will.
Can I challenge that as well?
It will.
In the last 5 years, things like bowling alleys and Flight Club and the crazy golf formats have seen this huge spike. And one of the key factors is they are incredibly Instagrammable. Yeah. I found out about Flight Club because I saw it on 10 people's Instagram when it came to Manchester. And then there's even the axe throwing thing that's now emerged. It's almost like these are trends because it's super Instagrammable. And this is not.
The same could be said about an escape room, really.
But it's not, though, is it? It's been around forever.
Do you know what, though, guys, as well? Everything's about Instagram with him. Is this Instagrammable? Is it great for the gram?
The world we live in.
I think escape rooms is naff all to do with Instagram. It's just about having a lovely afternoon out. And I don't want to go somewhere so that I can take a picture and put it on Instagram.
But I've been doing this
I appreciate what the millennials do.
Stephen, how many have you played?
Sorry? Probably about 30. And it's just not exciting anymore. I want to invest in formats of the future, and I don't believe that is. So for that reason, I'm out.
Chris and Mike have lost their first dragon. As social media mogul Stephen Bartlett declares his intention to set trends rather than follow them. Will their escape room style concept spark greater enthusiasm elsewhere in the den?
I've never been to one. And as a dragon, it's going to excite me. You know?
How can this not excite you?
Absolutely.
Come on, I'm going to take you to one.
It's going to excite me in business. You know, and I'm being very honest. I think you're very credible, but for this one, I'm going to escape. Investing. So, guys, I wish you all the best. On this one, I'm out.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, thank you.
So, guys, I really think you should rethink the franchise model. This is a considered franchise. This isn't something where you pay £20,000 up front and then buy product. You know, these people have got £500,000 in the bank because they're going to need £200,000 for your setup. They're going to have the working capital. These are grown-up business people who are doing this. Having worked in the leisure industry, I see the people who you're talking about. They can put this stuff together. You know, they will think they can do it as well as you can do it. He disagrees, but I know these people.
Okay.
They're smart, they're savvy, they are on to the latest and greatest. And I can just see if this has got legs on it, then I can name you the families that will be doing it.
That name will be us. It will be doing it.
I hope so, Chris, I hope so. I have a fear that it won't be. So I won't be investing, I'm out.
Chris and Mike are in danger of sinking as a leisure industry savvy Deborah Meaden becomes the third dragon to bail out on a deal. Sarah Davies profited from the pirate puzzle, but has she heard enough to convince her that this enterprise could be an ongoing source of booty?
Right, guys. I like the escape room. I believe, possibly a little bit more than some of the other dragons here, in the future of that concept. And I believe that you have the skills to build and run really effective escape rooms. I don't believe you've got the business acumen to be able to roll out a franchise model. That's where I think you need some help. So on that basis, I would like to make you an offer. So I will offer you all of the money, 100,000, but in return for that, I would be looking for 25% of the business.
An offer for Chris and Mike. All of the money, albeit in exchange for 5 times more equity than the pair were looking to give away. Peter Jones wasn't buying into the brothers' scheme to scale up. Is he prepared to buy into their business?
I think I instantly and vehemently completely disagree with your strategy over franchise. And I can see, looking at you, Mike, you're hearing that, your face, it's kind of...
Just trying to process everything.
Yeah, because for me, my strategy would be to open up as many as you can on your own and potentially even sell those individual franchises off after you've proven, you've put the staff in, it's under control, you've shown profits, and then people are willing to then invest their hard-earned cash in a sustainable business model. And that's when I think you'll get a decent return.
Okay.
So if we're agreed that that is the strategy, then I too will make you an offer. Otherwise, it's not going to work between us.
The reason we're here is because the expertise that you guys can bring. So if you're going to tell us this is the best strategy, then we would definitely take that on board.
Okay, so I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to offer you all of the money, but I too are going to ask for 25%. And I'd also be willing to share it with Sarah because I think we knocked the game out of the park when we played it.
We were good, Peter.
And we're good.
I'd be up for that.
Thank you.
Well, we've built our own wall, so we can...
You can go and stand beside your own wall, see if
Yeah.
it talks more sense than our wall.
Thank
Lovely,
you.
thank you.
Sarah Davies and Peter Jones have each offered £100,000 in exchange for 25% of the company.
What is 25%? I'll be honest, 400,000.
But the pair are also willing to divide the spoils equally between them.
Are you happy with the road they said?
Yeah, well, they know what they're talking about.
Decision time for Chris and Mike.
Thanks for your offers, guys. Really, really do appreciate them. We do want both dragons on board, and we're hoping that if we could make your money back within 2 years, you'd drop down to 10% from there each.
I'd be happy with that if Sarah is.
Would you take that as well, Sarah?
I'd do that, guys.
It's a deal.
Thank you very much.
God.
Great.
Well done, guys.
Well done,
Thank
guys.
you.
Victory for the entrepreneurs,
I'm going to come and play.
Please do make sure you Instagram it.
who set sail in a new direction with the £100,000 they were seeking, and 2 captains of commerce as part of their crew.
You smashed it.
Did I?
Yeah, you were well good. It hasn't completely sunk in yet. It's been extremely surreal.
It's tough, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely a life-changing experience, and I'm buzzing, so I'm a bit all over the place.
We were a good team on the room. We'll be a good team in business.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah.